Hello guys, you're welcome to today's edition of Healthy Me 247, one of the most popular channels in terms of keeping you updated as regards your health. On today's edition, as you can see, I'm with Money here. Today's edition, I'm about to point out the most common money counting mistakes we make in our daily lives, which actually expose us to a lot of health hazards, which most of us are aware, but we still do it. Many are not aware. So, what are these money counting mistakes? Well, to start with, in today's world, we can hardly do without counting money. But we count money to validate a certain amount given to us. Some of us, even when an ATM machine hands over, dispense cash to us, we still count this money to validate this cash. That is to say, we don't really trust any means of, money transfer. That is to say, we don't really trust any means of, money transfer or cash. So we do these things to validate this money. A whole lot of reasons to validate an amount we want to hand over for a certain transaction, and a whole lot. Whatever your reasons are, they are all valid. But then, what are the most popular, easy money counting mistakes we see in our society today? Funny enough, you see, this is not about being learned or literate or illiterate and whatever, because I see even a well-learned fellow go around doing this money counting mistakes. So, you see somebody, for example, counting money, maybe you want to really be sure this money they are not separating. As such, you kind of touch the tongue, to lubricate the hand to count this money. Well, I believe that is very common. As in, if you've not done it, you must have done it yourself. If you've not done it yourself, I believe you must have seen a colleague, a friend, a family member do this. So why this it seems to become a normal part of our day-to-day living. I want to point out this common money mistake. First of all, why will this money be dangerous in the first place? Well, as this may sound, even this one that looks so neat, it might shock you. A recent study that was conducted by the New York University Dirty Money Project, whereby they analyzed genetic material on a $1 bill, and they came up with a result that showed more than 3,000 bacteria on a $1 bill, just a bill like this. Up to 3,000 microbes were analyzed, were actually found. And out of this, most popular of them, many of them, a higher number of them cause acne. For the beautiful ladies in the house, complain of acne all the time. I've treated it, it goes and it comes back again. You have to check yourself out. Most of it cause acne, and aside acne, the most prominent ones again cause food poisoning, cause staph infections, and so on. And then for the food poisoning, you see a lot of people complain, my stomach is paining me, give me drug, this, that. What do you eat? I do not eat anything, I do not do anything bad, what. So this could be one of those things. When counting money, you touch your hand on your tongue, but just to get saliva to lubricate your hand while counting money. That is very common. And as such, you've actually you kind of transferred a whole lot of, not just hundreds, thousands of microorganisms from this money to yourself. And this is your mouth. For goodness sake, you're going to consume these things. Even if you don't do that, after that, you after handling money and a whole lot of that, next thing you might see a guy shaking, you pass it on. You go, you see somebody eating biscuit, eating something, you grab it, you collect your own share, you eat and all that. You've actually passed this organism to your system. And so you actually expose yourself to a whole lot of these health hazards I've mentioned earlier. So what are the common ways suggested that can combat this most likely unavoidable act? The first step and the first step and most healthy is number one. You can patronize other means of value transfer, money transfer, like you can make transfers, cash transfer using your fintech apps or your bank app. That is one. Secondly, you can as well, since it's unavoidable, because no matter how you do, you must, you tell me now, if I'm giving you this money now, I dash you now say I should transfer it. Are you playing? So I should go to the bank and deposit it. It's not possible. So you definitely have to, touch money. You can't avoid that. So Secondly, aside cash transfers and using debit card, you can as well employ another act, which is you can use your hand sanitizer. You know, it's a common act now. You have small hand sanitizer. You can keep it in your bag, move around with it in your pockets and the likes. The ladies move around with handbags. You can actually have a small hand sanitizer in your handbag, which you could use one of these days. If you have contact with money, after that, you put the money in your bag, you could sanitize your hand. The second thing is use soap and water cleanly to wash your hands after handling money before you especially access food and other to eat. So that these three, if you maintain either or all of these three tips, you're sure to stay safe out of this hazard. So thank you for this episode. We are giving it very short. See you again on the next episode of Healthy Me 247. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor and subscribe. We're one big happy family here. The subscription button is down in the description button. Do well to subscribe and come back again for more content. Thank you and remain blessed.